you back for our online computer class. I hope you all are doing good. Okay, dear children, I hope you all are well versed with whatever we have learned so far. And today we are going to continue with the next chapter in your computer textbook. And so far we have completed 4 chapters, right? So today we are going to start from chapter 5. Okay, so I want all of you to take your textbook and turn to page number 69. Okay, so there your chapter 5 starts. So the topic of your 5th chapter is working with Excel 2013. Okay, so you already know about Excel application, right? So one among the Microsoft Office application is your Excel application, and I do hope you know all the basics of this Excel application, because in your lower classes you might have learned more about this Excel application, and in this year you're going to learn something that is different from whatever you have learned so far. Okay, some of you might have already know it, but for some people for some children it is very new topic. Okay, so I want all of you to listen carefully to this Excel application, to this lesson, so that this application is a very well known application, and it is used by many people and it is used everywhere nowadays. Okay, so especially for calculation purpose. Okay, so this is one among the basic software that all computer users must know. So I want all of you to listen carefully to it. So if you want to help anybody using this Excel application, you can do. Okay, even though you are small children, if you know this, you can help even your parents. Okay, using this application for calculation purpose. So let's learn this application now. So first of all, this is the application where calculation is the major purpose. Okay, so for calculation purpose, similar to a calculator, people introduced this Excel application. Then later on, some features are added to this application so that it became a versatile application. Versatile means for multi-purpose. Okay, multi-purpose application. So let's see what are the options that is available in this application. Okay, so you might have already know how to open it, isn't it? So let me open Microsoft Excel now. Okay, so first of all, you need to have Microsoft Office application downloaded in your personal computer or laptop in your house. So only then you can able to open this Excel application. Okay, so it is one among the Microsoft package, Office package. So similar to your Word document, you can open this Microsoft Excel worksheet as well. You need to go to start, click on all programs, then click on Microsoft Office package, then you should click Microsoft Excel 2013. So after that your window looks like this. Okay, so for you it is the entire window is a combination of rows and columns. Okay, so where you can enter your data. So each part in this row and column, okay, the place where each row and column meets, the box is called a cell. Okay, so this is quick access toolbar, and this is the name of the worksheet called title bar, and these are ribbons. Okay, and this is a column, and this is row. Okay, then this is name of a particular, here is where you will see when you click on a particular cell, the name of the cell will be visible here. Okay, then this is called formula bar. Okay, then you have vertical scroll bar, horizontal scroll bar, and this is called sheet tab. Okay, then clicking on this you can add new sheets. Then this is the active worksheet, this place is active worksheet place. Okay, so these are the various options available in your Excel 2013 window. Okay, so now let's see how to work in it. Okay, so you can enter 3 types of data in it. One is number, text and formula. Okay, you can enter text data, like you can enter name. Okay, I'll use the same name in your text. Bhavya, then Nishant. Okay, so these are text data and you can add numbers. So for example, if I add marks, okay, total marks of the students, I can add like 234 and 198, then 216. Okay, so these are number data and you can enter formula as well. For entering formula, you need to start the formula with equal to sign. Okay, so for example, equals, okay, so now if I type equals D2 plus 10. Okay, so can you able to see when I start anything with equal to, it will be visible in the formula bar, because your software will understand that anything starting with equal to is a formula. Okay, so if I type like this, it means that I'm going to calculate two values. Okay, for example, D2 represents a cell name. Okay, see, D2 means this D represents the column and 2 represents the row. Okay, D is the column name and 2 is the row name. So when you see where this D2 meets, so D is here and 2 is here, so they both meet in this cell, isn't it? So this is the cell called D2. Okay, and you're adding the value in this D2 with a value that you have given now. Okay, so 10 is the value that I have given now, so I'm adding this with this. Let's see what will happen if I give enter. Okay, see, the value in this D2 cell is being added with 10. Okay, so 234 plus 10 is equal to 244, right? So when you give a formula to add two numbers or two or more numbers, so the result of that formula will be displayed in that particular cell. And when you click on that particular cell, what formula is applied to that cell will be displayed in the formula bar. Okay, you understood? So this is how you should enter formulas. And you could able to see three options here. So this into mark represents close, and the tick mark represents enter, and this fx represents insert function. Okay, uh, so all these you will be learning in higher classes, okay, details about it, but basically you need to know how to enter a formula. Okay, this you practice it today. Okay, so you can enter any numbers and you can add them using this equal to and typing the cell name. Okay, so now let's see how to create a new worksheet. So you should click on file tab, click on new option and blank workbook. When you double click it, you can able to create a new worksheet. And if you want to save a worksheet or if you want to open an already existing worksheet, so again click on file tab, click on open and look here, you can able to see recent workbook. So from this you can able to click, or else you can click on computer. Okay, there the number of files available in your computer is visible here, so you can click whichever file you want to open. Okay, so recent workbook in the sense, so now I have opened this, so I am opening again. When you double click on that particular worksheet, that will be opened immediately. Okay, so if you want to save a worksheet, click on file tab, save option and save as dialog box. Okay, if you're saving for first time, click save. If not, click save as. Okay, so then you can able to click on browse. Your save as dialog box will open, then click save. So if it's already existing, it will be visible like this. So I'm just giving a file name called, okay, then I'm giving save, so it will be saved. Okay, so this is how you should save your worksheet. Now let's see how to select the cells. Okay, so when you move your mouse, you can able to see there is a plus sign in the active cell, isn't it? Okay, now listen. So when you bring the mouse to a particular cell and click on that, okay, click and drag your mouse, your cells will be selected. So this is one way. If you want to select only a particular column, okay, then take your mouse pointer to top of that column, then you can able to see this black color arrowhead, isn't it? So click there. That particular column will be selected. Okay, so if you want to select a particular row similar to that, bring it to the end of the row. Okay, so beginning of the row. Then there you will see this black color arrowhead, then click there. That particular row will be selected. Okay, so if you want to select the entire document, then just use this Control All option. Click on the Control key, hold on it and click on A key. Okay, so when you click and hold Control and A together, okay, Control key and A together, then your entire document will be selected. Okay, understood? Okay, and you can add a new worksheet by clicking this plus option. Can you able to see this is another sheet in the same workbook. Okay, so this is first sheet, second sheet. If you want to add one more sheet, click on this. Third sheet. Okay, so when you want to go to previous sheet, just click on that. Okay, it will go to the previous sheet. You understand, dear children? So this is all explained in your chapter 5. Okay. Since your chapter 6 is also a continuation of Excel 2013, I am going to continue with that. Okay. So in chapter 6, you are going to learn how to edit the contents. Okay. For that, first of all, you should take your mouse cursor to a particular cell. Okay. Then double click there. Then you can able to see a vertical line there inside the cell, isn't it? So when it is visible, you can able to edit the content inside the cell. So for example, I want to delete this, then click on backspace or delete key. Okay, the content inside the cell will be deleted. And if you want to enter another name, okay, so that you can that also you can able to do by typing the name in it. Then click on the enter key. So this is how you should edit a particular content in a particular cell. Okay, bring the mouse cursor, double click there, and you see the vertical line, start editing. Okay, so this is very easy. Then if you want to delete the contents inside the cell, then first you should select. I told you how to select, isn't it? Bring the mouse cursor from where you need to select, then drag your mouse. Okay, so after dragging it, right click your mouse within it. Okay, so when you right click, you can able to see this drop down menu. In that there is an option called delete, so click on that. Okay, so now it will ask you need to delete the entire column or entire row or cells, whatever. Okay, so whatever you want, you can choose and click on OK. Okay, so now you can able to see there is a error here because you used a formula in here, isn't it? So that content is deleted, therefore it is showing a error here. Okay, so the content is deleted. If the content is deleted, then it will show error. Now if you want to bring the data back, then you have this redo option, undo option. Okay, so click on that. So when you click on undo option, the previous data will be appearing in the cell. Okay, now let's see how to copy and move your text. For that, just similar to the previous thing, you need to bring the mouse cursor, then select the content. Okay, then you need to right click here. Okay, right click here, and there is an option called copy here. Copy, click on that, and where you want to paste it, you should bring the mouse cursor there, then click right click and click the paste option. Can you able to see the same content is copied here? It is very easy, right? Okay, now dear children, you practice this today, and with this I am going to wind up today, and in the next class I'll continue from this. Okay, so check up today's WhatsApp group for today's practice work. Okay, that is all for today, dear children. Thank you. Have a great day.